Ever go into something completely unprepared, so much so that you're completely set up for failure? Whether it be a last-minute plan, a project you procrastinated on, or, in my case, doing a boss or challenge in a video game where you're going to fail regardless, no matter what you do because you don't have enough resources and you're able to fail. Sometimes it's easier to have an objective, a plan on what you want to do, but where's the fun in that? There's times in life where you just gotta Leroy Jenkins things and just go for it, no matter how likely you are to experience destruction. This is what I did with Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild when I went to Hyrule Castle for the first time and fought Calamity Ganon. Everything went wrong, I didn't have enough things prepared, I was dying left and right before I even got to face Ganon. And because I did it for the first time, I was nowhere near prepared for what was in store for me. But despite that, I still beat Calamity Ganon, without a shield and without a lot of cooked food. Before we get to the details though, a little bit of backstory. Everyone remembers the first time they played Breath of the Wild when it launched on the Nintendo Switch. And my first time was 3 years later. I was extremely late to starting the game as I didn't own a Switch until 2018, and my first game was Mario Odyssey. I didn't even touch Breath of the Wild until January of 2020. I wanted it to be a New Year's resolution to myself, to finally play it, since I heard about how everyone loved the game and enjoyed it. And while not the biggest Zelda fan at the time, I never even beat a game up to this point, I was excited to play. So much so that I even decided to stream the game, which is the B-roll footage you're seeing now. Ah yes, back in the day before we experienced a life-changing pandemic, Breath of the Wild was new and exciting for me, and my camera made me look purple for some reason. Purple for Twitch? Follow me on Twitch, by the way. So you're probably thinking this is where I walked straight to the castle in the beginning of the game, defeated all the blights, and then defeated Calamity Ganon. And to that I say, no! I'm not that good! I actually played the game normally. I explored a lot of shrines, I defeated all the divine beasts, I even got enough hearts to get the Master Sword unlocked. While it is cool that you could speedrun to the game if you wanted to, I wanted to enjoy the journey with the game, and really take my time to see what it all had to offer. I'm sad a lot of the footage was lost in a corrupted hard drive, as there were some great reactions to all the fights of the divine beasts, the characters I interacted with, so many lost memories that will never see the light of day. Still, it was some fantastic gaming memories, at least for me. I wound up playing Breath of the Wild from the beginning of 2020 all the way till March of that same year, and it was an absolute blast. However, if you remember, there was a certain other game that was creeping its way to releasing in March of 2020, wasn't there? Animal Crossing New Horizons was getting closer and closer, and I knew that game was going to take over my life, and little did I know, everyone else's. So the clock was ticking with beating Breath of the Wild. I was worried I wouldn't have time for both if I didn't finish it in time. So, once I finished the final Divine Beast and got the Master Sword, I decided to beeline to Hyrule Castle. And no, I didn't get all of Zelda's memories done, and no, I did not get the Hylian Shield, something I regret not doing entirely. But it's okay, I got the Daybreaker. That's going to work for sure. I then made my way to Hyrule Castle, confident that I wouldn't have any troubles heading to the castle. And then I immediately lost my shield. Well, there you go. There goes my first attempt. Most casual players would have probably given up by then and went straight to get the Hylian Shield. Maybe even a few more hearts along the way. It's not like I was even prepared. I just went down to Hyrule Castle to see what it was like. I didn't have much weapons. I had little to no arrows. I didn't even have cooked food, just scattered raw ingredients in my inventory that were slightly edible. I was in no way prepared for anything. What idiot would continue on? That was me. I was that idiot. I snuck around Guardians, used Rivali's Gale whenever I could, climbing everywhere I could just to see if I could survive. It turned less into battling the enemies and more into like a little stealth mission, praying to God I don't see that red laser beaming at me, trying to kill me moments later. Yes, I did get blasted many times. Many times.
Ow.
It is my pleasure.
That was a bad idea. Ow. Yeah, I'm not good at this game. Hopefully it'll let me go again. Maybe.
God, I was really awkward on Twitch back then. But despite everything, I somehow made it. Before I knew it, I was moments away from heading towards Calamity Ganon. I don't know if I was proud of myself or disappointed that this dungeon was able to be cleared so easily. But also, I didn't care. I was inches away from facing Calamity Ganon, and I was terrified of him. So, story time. When I first played Ocarina of Time as a kid, I saw the opening cutscene of Ganondorf and was so terrified of him that I shut off the game and didn't play it until years later. Yes, I know I was a wuss of a child. Even though I'm no longer scared of a bunch of polygons, I think the fear Ganon exudes on me is still present in every game he's in, even if it's subconsciously. After all, he's the main bad guy, the driving evil force in most of the Zelda games. And the way they built up Calamity Ganon and what eventually his form turned out to be shook me up to my core. And yes, the fact that everyone is calling him hot now is a bit confusing to me. Also, a quick reminder, I was even less prepared than before I entered the castle. My shield was gone, I used the majority of the little arrows I had on Guardians, and oh yeah, all I had was apples and bananas and other non-cooked substances. And my slightly blueberry-colored self was about to face the entity of all evil for the first time. I thought about turning back. I thought about just going through the whole castle again, even more prepared with the shield. But I was also curious how far this could go. How far I could test my luck. And so I went to take on Calamity Ganon.
Hello, Ganon.
But my power isn't strong enough. I can't hold it.
Oh, God. Ew. We're fighting Calamity. I am so screwed. I was not ready for this. Oh God, is that him? Ew. Guess who's gonna die?
Not gonna lie, this was really cool. Despite my face and reaction there, I thought this was really cool. The Divine Beast attack was really amazing too, despite it destroying my frame rate at the time. It was really cool to see the champions who you learn about throughout the game be able to help you out in this really cool cutscene. Oh, it was awesome.
That took him down halfway! Damn!
I don't know why Past Me didn't get much of a reaction, maybe because I didn't know how to react, but it is amazing looking back on it now.
Okay. Alright, I love how it immediately equips me with the Master Sword. Oh God. One hit. Ow. What the Ow. Yep, I'm dead. Hyrule's dead.
So I fought Ganon, and I died, and I died, and I died multiple times. Why did I decide to do this again? I still had a lot of trouble taking this guy on, as I didn't have much to heal with if I did get hit, which was a lot. I would have to dodge him and then find a quick opening. And when he did his Guardian attack, the one that I didn't have the shield to defend myself with, I had to rely on good old Daruk to deflect his attacks and bring him down. It got to the point where I relied on him so much, I would spend all the cooldown time dodging Calamity Ganon's attacks, some that would drain quite a lot of hearts. I was eating everything I could in my inventory. I ate so many bananas you would have thought I was part of the Yiga clan. Just anything to keep me alive until Daruk was ready to roll. It took quite a while, especially that last attempt where I was begging that I wouldn't get hit. And while I had a few close calls, I did it. I beat Calamity Ganon. Well, the hard part, I was so worried as I barely made it out of the battle, but the final stage was a lot easier and, in my opinion, a lot cooler. You're just riding your horse, you get the light arrows, lots of colors that tank my old capture card, really amazing stuff. A few well-timed shots later, I beat Breath of the Wild.
There we go! Yeah! Bye-bye, Ganon. Bye-bye. Oh, destroy Ganon. Complete.
The whole thing was really incredible. I was on this whole journey of seeing how far I could go, and to my surprise, I beat Calamity Ganon without a shield or proper food. And not only that, I beat my first Zelda game. Despite all the odds against me, Hyrule was safe. And it was a thrill of a challenge, and it's one heck of a way to beat the final boss. Not quite as hard as going straight to Ganon, but there's no way I'm gonna do that. Now, would I do it all again if I replayed Breath of the Wild? No way, I'd get the memories and the shield and everything I needed just to prepare. But still, I'm glad I kept going, and I'm proud of myself for beating the final boss and making it a bit more interesting. But I will not be taking such a risk with Ganondorf and Tears of the Kingdom. Besides, that man can beat me any day of the week! Hey everybody, Random Bystander here. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button and leave a comment, as it does help out the channel quite a lot. Also, I stream on Twitch. I'm going to be streaming Tears of the Kingdom and a lot of other Zelda games, so thank you so much for everything, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching!